there are only two kinds of people. Those who have never heard of Onimusha and those who would inject it directly into their bloodstream without a second thought. The upcoming Onimusha, The Way of the Sword, is set to revive the franchise, but I'm afraid that Capcom might already be stacking the deck against themselves. I mean, the samurai action scene is packed right now, with new releases everywhere. In that flood, even a gem like Onimusha Way of the Sword risks slipping through the cracks. And now, don't get me wrong, this game is something special. Onimusha isn't just any franchise, it's been a cult following for over 2 decades now. But ironically, that might be the very reason it struggles. Let me explain. The first game, Onimusha Warlords, released in 2001, wasn't just another action title. It started as a Resident Evil spin-off. Capcom took RE's cinematic camera angles and storytelling DNA, then layered on samurai action, a sprinkle of demons,
Didn't know humans could be such pests?
and cool mechanics like soul absorption and the deadly East encounter. It starred Takeshi Kaneshiro, a legit movie star, which gave the whole game a prestige most titles didn't have back then. And it paid off! Onimusha Warlords became the first PlayStation 2 game to sell over 2 million copies. Capcom experimented even further. Onimusha 2 added a relationship system, Onimusha 3 went wild with time travel and Jean Reno fighting demons in Paris, I don't even fucking know, and Dawn of Dreams refined combat with multiple characters. By the late PS2 era, the series had already cemented itself as a cult classic. What made Onimusha special is that it felt like playing a samurai film. Real Japanese history twisted with demons, combat that wasn't just button mashing but built on mechanics that made you think, and it wasn't afraid to bring in big name actors to sell that experience. Fans never forgot that. I never forgot it. That's why even after years in the vault, Onimusha still has a loyal following. So now, with The Way of the Sword, Capcom is trying to revive one of the pioneers of action video games, but with that legacy comes risk. Here's what worries me. One of the concerns being the engine. Onimusha Way of the Sword is built on the RE engine. As amazing as this engine is for bringing Resident Evil remakes to life, it struggles to pack a punch with games as dynamic as Monster Hunter, where multiple systems are constantly running in the background. Like Onimusha's parry system, for example. The block and parry system in this game is the most precise I've seen in a while. Each clash is clear and deliberate, and I cannot help but imagine how much aura farming folks are gonna be up to with this shit. Just fucking look at this. Mechanics as diverse and precise as this have not really been done in the RE engine before, and it really worries me how well this would run on PC considering the past few games were a technical disaster. The second concern is the structure. Onimusha has always been linear, and Way of the Sword is no different. A stage-based 20-hour campaign. In the PS2 days, that would have worked completely fine, but today a $70 game that's over in 20 hours feels light. Games like Sekiro or Ghost of Tsushima showed us the sweet spot, a wide linear experience, still focused and cinematic, but with optional paths that expand the experience. Onimusha sticking to the straight line might feel weak. That could hurt it. And finally, the biggest concern being the marketing. Nobody's talking about this game as much as they should. Some of my closest friends who are absolute fucking nerds do not know this game exists, plainly based on the fact that the marketing is just fucking abysmal. That's insane. This franchise has a legacy and mechanics to appeal way beyond its cult following, but Capcom is treating it like a niche side project. If they don't fix that, it won't matter how good Way of the Sword is. It will sink quietly and we may never get to see a sequel again. And I don't want that, because Onimusha deserves better. Ponder on that.